Fitzy, how important was that 2 points in terms of the context of the season?
It was in the context of the week. Yeah, it was really not so much the season. Can't look too far ahead at the moment, but no, it was a big week. It was story of our season. We made it harder than it had to be as well. So it was they're a good side, and obviously they got Hammer to come back in there as well. So really physical game, and for the most part, two teams throwing down, and thought we were in control of the most of it, other than probably the back end of the first half, and then pretty quickly it shifted energy, but it was pleasing to come home with it.
Fitzy, you'll get to the attacking players a bit later. How important was that defensive chase by Toby Rudolph? Jeremy Marshall-King will serve to score, he just the effort play to get there to stop him.
Yeah, we're just talking about it in there, about some days things aren't perfect in defence, you're trying to, and geez, they got some strike in them, as you know, and started to open us up a bit there, and we sort of discussed it in the week about finding a way to turn up and when you least expect it, and we just threw him back out there, and for him to come up with that play was that was huge.
As a coach, like obviously attack's great, but are those the players that you really want to see from this team?
Yeah, we've had to steer off worrying about attack too much lately. Like we just, again, I thought last week against Melbourne, week before the bye, against Melbourne, we were far better defensively, and we ended up losing 30-6. So it knocks your confidence around a little bit. So tonight I thought it was a much better defensive performance, but it shows you how quick it can change in the NRL. Like 2 quick moments, like just 2 simple moments in time can shift the whole energy of your game. So it's nice to have a defensive moment to get back control, which was Toby's.
And 2 quick moments in attack, Blake combined with Nico. Nico, especially in that first half, really took the line on. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was strong, and he obviously didn't overdo everything. Just kept it simple. I thought him and Tricky controlled the game really well, kicked really well. Like him and Tricky's kicking tonight was spot on, and it was nice for him to have a few moments, and probably keep him quiet for a week, hopefully. But and with Blake, been joking, but he's a slow learner. when he runs, good things happen. So keep running, man. Yeah.
Fitzy, I was going to say, like, because you had to answer questions a few weeks ago about your halves and Nico and them. Well, no, it felt like he sort of answered his critics a bit tonight, though, didn't he?
Oh, they're there anyway. Honestly, I walked into the press conference at the captain's room. The first question I got asked is about Nathan Cleary. That guy's a champion. Like, he's an out-and-out champion half of our game. He's won 4 comps in a row. Like, what else does that guy have to do? And if you don't win a game, you get criticised. But the magnitude of that, it's amazing to me for the stars of our game and the champions of our game. It's actually disappointing, to be honest. I'd rather just, we should be applauding those guys. Yeah, they didn't win, didn't get a job done. You deserve criticism for an actual performance, but the magnitude of that's grown. And Nico's been through plenty of that. But it's also been a lesson for him. I think it's actually given him some more resilience and resolve, and he's not letting it affect him anymore.
Blake Fitzy mentioned the running game. Like, it seems to be a constant theme. You get asked about it a fair bit. How do you find that balance? Like, obviously you've got some great forwards to go off, but when you see that space, it's just run.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously the quickest avenue to gain metres from our side, and we've got some powerful middles who can get quick bail balls, and I'm pretty lucky to be running off the back of that. And once a slow marker's there, or the no position, Fitzy encourages me to run. So I feel like I'm in a good space at the moment. So hopefully I can keep building on that, and obviously shows it's better for the squad.
Any injuries, Fitzy? I think T copped a knock and then Adam had some strapping.
Yeah, both of them were knee clashes. Ads is all right. Corker's it's probably got to give Adam and condolences to the Fanua Blake family for what he had to go through and then turn up. And Britt Nakora had a baby today. Like, he was amazing tonight, Britt. And Cam, Cam can't do this because he's got a, something's not looking good at the moment, Cam. But they're the stories you don't sort of see before the game. And really proud of those guys to turn up, and the team know it. And really thankful that they all managed to turn up and play strong tonight. It was important for us.
Just on Cam Fitzy, we know what a warrior he is, but is that right? He had to spend a couple of nights in hospital this week, and he didn't have to play, but he wanted to play. Yeah, typical Cam. He went up the other day, he had an infection and tried to keep it hush-hush, and he's usually charging out there in the middle of winter in a singlet, and he had a long shirt on, so everyone was commenting, why are you wearing a long shirt? And
kind of let it slip then, and then it sort of flared up a bit more today. So I went back up this morning to have a bit of a procedure on it and got it fixed up and packed to get through the game. And I reckon I'll be in for a sore couple of days with it.
How close were Britton and Adam to not playing tonight? Were they always going to play?
We didn't. Yeah, it was really hard on Acco as well. We were going to play Acco, but we weren't sure whether Billy was. We weren't sure whether Britt was going to make it, the Savo. So we decided we had to cover Cam, Adam, and Britt. So we needed to go with 4 forwards for that reason. And we were confident they both wanted to, but whether they were able to was a different story. And thankfully, that it all worked out.
Like, I'm interested, like, you've spoken a bit this year about how you've had to remind yourself to run more, and Fitzy jokes about it a bit there, but has it got to the point now where it's natural, like, if you get what I mean, it's gone beyond the point of you having to consciously trying to run more to the point where you are naturally running more, if you get what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just a part of my game now. I think, I've taken big steps forward to make that a part of, my game and, our team's game. And now, if I don't run, it's not a pass mark for me. So, it's part of my game now. And, hopefully I can keep building on that and keep running for our team. And hopefully our middles get on the front foot and keep going.
Fitzy, you mentioned before focusing, I guess, more on defence than on attack. Has that, I think, like at the start of the season, there was a lot of focus on, I guess, like the Cronulla attack because of the strike of the back 5. Has that had to be like a very conscious shift?
Our back 5 haven't played a single game together all year, so it's it went out the window pretty quick. But no, I don't. We've always sort of wanted to work hard on our defence. 6 weeks ago we were second in defence, and 5 weeks ago now we've just had a really poor month of defence, particularly last plays. So we feel like we should be defending better than that, particularly at that stage of the year. And it's knocked us around a bit. So the best way to get confidence back is through that. But the momentum swings in the NRL are huge at the moment. You're on the end of quick points. It happens really fast, so it's harder to get a grip on it. But we stepped in the right direction a little bit last week and again tonight. But it still needs some work. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.